Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our weekly analysis. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that we can actually keep updating you if you like this type of content. So actually, you know what? Last week we had some serious stuff going on. Debt ceiling was finalized. Also NFP, you see. So but now we are actually on Euro USD. What's really happening on Euro USD? We can easily see that the market is actually pushing to the lower side where we see, but what's happened before is the market is been actually going down for quite some time, and where we are now, we can easily see that the market actually broke out. You see, the market actually broke out, and which means we no longer actually, let me just go and use 4 hours time frame. The market broke out of that downtrend. You can easily see that, and it seems like the market is back. Actually, this was the move because of NFP, but it seems like the market is back actually to retest. You see, the market seems to be coming back to retest, but besides that, that zone actually, we also had something before. If you check here where the market is, we also had something. That zone was very strong before until the market broke out. So there is a room actually for the market to come back and retest here before pushing up. And if that happens, it means this will be paving a way for our uptrend and going further as an uptrend, because this breakout actually means that now the market wants to do what? Wants to change the trend. And if this is going to retest here, it means we might conclude and say that the market is starting with that uptrend, because we've been on a downtrend for quite some time. But just because NFP was like beat in the favor of the dollar, we saw a sell, which means the dollar was a bit stronger, you see. But we don't know what will happen tomorrow. We have to check tomorrow. And at the end of this video, we will actually check our economic news, what will happen actually next week, what we have in the store for high impact news. So now we are actually on GBP USD. What's really happening? We can easily see that the market was actually going down. This is actually a downtrend. You can see the market was downtrending. Guess what? The market got out. Now we are actually pushing to the upside. We expect the market to do what? To keep pushing to the upside as an uptrend. So what I see here is, yes, the dollar was getting weaker and weaker, and we saw the market pushing in favor of GBP USD. Guess what? Just because of the news, we had a sort of a resistance there, and the market was playing around there, you see. So what we see here is, we can easily see that the market pushed like aggressively lower, but where we are now, it's an area where we see that there is a chance for the market to do what? To bounce back and start to push the upside. So what we can do now is, we have to mark this area as a resistance. So we will be expecting the market to just to play around before we see another push to the upside. I'm still expecting a very nice bullish momentum. Yes, there is a room maybe for the market to do what? To push even lower up to this maybe support area before going to the upside. That is also possible. But for now, we just have to see if maybe the market is going to respect this area or not. We have to check that area if maybe it's something. But if we go back, but already we had that. If we go back, this area is also another area that we also had before, you see. But it's fine, because already the market is telling us, the market already told us, if we go on a smaller time frame, we're going to see that clear, that the market already actually showed us that the market is resisting. You can see that the market was actually giving us something there. We saw a very nice resistance from this area. You can see before we see a sell, there was a resistance, but I was expecting the market to actually shoot to the upside. So yes, there is a chance for the market to continue with that, but now we are actually on a support. I'm still expecting the market to shoot to the upside, but we will see what will happen actually from tomorrow, which is actually Monday. US oil actually pushed like seriously lower up to a point where it reached sort of a support then after we see another push. So besides that, we can easily see that the market has been pushing to the lower side. So now we can just go here and see what's really happening. I've been like repeating this for quite some time. So what we see here is the market gave us a very nice structure. We saw very well that here it was actually our resistance, and on the bottom side the market was actually doing this ascending triangle, and guess what, the market broke out because that was actually on a downtrend. So the market broke out around this area, the market shoot to the upside. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend this resistance and see if maybe the market will be pushing towards this area before we see another push lower, or we might see a breakout. So I think now we just have to wait for the market to do its thing before we take anything, you see. So USD JPY, what's really happening on USD JPY? We can easily see that yes, the market has been actually pushing to the upside. The market has been pushing to the upside. You know, we call that uptrend as we follow the trend, which means actually we're supposed to do what, to look for a very nice bullish momentum. So what do we see here? We can easily see that the market was actually very closer, especially during NFP. The market was very closer to our support area. This before it was a resistance, but now it was a support area. The market was playing around this zone, and what we saw is we saw the market shooting up, but not that crazy. NFP was like a bit disappointing. The market did not just push aggressively. The market pushed slower because actually the numbers were mixed. That's why I like to say NFP is overrated. Mostly the news doesn't really give you some very nice push, you see. So but with CPI, FOMC also, that gives us some very nice moves or spikes, you see. But anyways, on USD JPY, I see that the market is pushing to the upside. What we can do is we can just mark this highest area as our resistance, because maybe the market will be touching that very soon and maybe even breaking that. But what we know is we are actually on a very nice uptrend, so we're just waiting for a reversal or maybe a breakout before we jump on the market. For now, we just have to relax and wait. So let's push to the next one. I started like seriously way back, so I don't really want to make this video very long. Euro JPY, it's also pushing to the upside. The market was last week, the market was playing around our support area. This support has been here for quite some time now, and the market was playing around this zone here. So that's why we see the market is now trying to do what, to push the upside. So besides that, let's relax and see. Let's go back and see. We can easily see that yes, the market was actually on a very nice support, actually double support, because we have this horizontal one here and we also have this diagonal one. So there was nothing complicating here. So jumping on a buy was going to give us some very nice trades. We were just going to have something like this, and maybe we're going to say our take profit should be a bit higher, something like that, you see. Then we're just going to make something. So let's push to the next one. And okay, actually we're supposed to start from this one, GBP JPY. What's really happening on GBP JPY? You can easily see this thing is flying. The market is just flying. The market is actually on a very strong uptrend. So we can easily see that yes, the market is actually giving us some bullish momentum. And what I see here is the market sometimes consolidates. Actually, even where we are now, we can see that the market was actually consolidating, but we see that the market is about to break this area. If it breaks this resistance area, we're expecting the market to continue pushing to the upside. But back here, you can easily see that we also had quite similar move, which was actually consolidating and push to the upside. Consolidate, what do we expect? We expect push to the upside. Maybe the market will be creating something like that also. And at the end of the day, that is a very clean, very clean uptrend. But we're going to use the lower one here because where we are now, this is like aggressive push. So there is enough chance for the market to actually reverse before we see another push to the upside, as we are on an uptrend. So let's push to the next one, which is gold. This one, you know what? This actually, yeah, this one I took some losses here. So let's go actually and see what's really happening. What's really happening? We can easily see that gold was actually still on a very nice uptrend, and after this, we expect the market to do what? To push to the upside. The market was pushing to the upside. The market is pushing to the upside. So let's go closer and see. We had some reversal because of NFP, but the market started by playing games around there. So if you check here, this is the lowest area that we have, and which is actually our support, very strong support. And since the market was pushing away from this area, we expected the market to do what? To continue pushing to the upside. Guess what? We had actually NFP, and around this area, the market was struggling. Before NFP, the market started to struggle around that area. And after NFP, once they released NFP, we started to see this type of a push to the downside. Yes, it did push a little bit to the upside, but after it continued pushing lower, which shows that the dollar was getting stronger and stronger. So around this area, actually, you can easily see that around that, it's also a sort of a resistance. Let me clean that. It's also a sort of a resistance, and the market actually, I think it respected that area very nice. So what I'm expecting here is I'm going to remove this diagonal and say, you know what, we have a structure like this. For us to say maybe the market will be pushing to the upside, I will wait for the market to play around this support area. Maybe we'll see another push to the upside, or maybe the market will just keep breaking that support and push the lowest side. But remember, next week we still are going to have some economic news, which I'm just going to show you. So on gold, actually, the market is pushing towards our support. So we're expecting maybe a bounce back later, maybe this week. So US30 actually, you know what? US30 actually gave us something very nice. You can see the market is pushing lower on a bigger time frame, but when we go closer, we also had our own structure. Let me remove that. We also have a very nice downtrend there, and the market has been actually giving us this going down vibe. Guess what? The market actually broke out on Friday after actually economic news or NFP. Then we had a buy pending order. This buy pending order, actually, the market actually did shoot to the upside, and you can see it did touch our take profit very clean. But the unfortunate part is I did not take the trade. I did not take US30, guys. And when people say, Kenzo, we are eating, Kenzo, hey, we chewing some stuff. I just gave the signal, but I did not take the signal. I think we were also on a live before we go on Trader Nick channel. I think on the live session, I did actually specify this, that the market might break this area, and it broke very nice. No reversal. Everything was just clean. Guess what? I did not take that, but it's fine. We miss some and we win some. Sometimes we lose some, and I hope you understand you understand actually. So yes, what's happened? I think it's quite straightforward. The market was actually on a downtrend, and we had a very nice clean breakout. After the news, when the market opens, the market started to push the upside. We had a buy pending order, which we actually took. And oh, I forgot, guys. Today is the last day actually for you to join our team with $50, saving $200. Actually, lifetime signals is $250. It's $250. So for you to join, actually you can join. It's lifetime, by the way. You can join with $50. It means you're saving how much? $200. It's lifetime. If you want to be part of the team, you can WhatsApp me. There is a link below. My WhatsApp link on my description. You can just check that and let me know if you want to start to eat with us. So let's go on NASDAQ. Hey. The news are here because this thing played some games. We actually made money on NASDAQ, but guess what? It reversed. So, and once it reverses like that, the first thing that you're going to think about is, why didn't I just take US30? The thing is, we don't know. You can't guess. And especially when you trade one thing, I like to trade NASDAQ, and it's safer that way. But sometimes it will disappoint you. But it's not like it's every day. But sometimes it's going to disappoint you because instead of taking US30, I took NASDAQ. It pushed up, very nice, came back aggressively, took me out. And when I check US30, it was still flying. Actually, I took NASDAQ and gold. Gold was also going against me. It wasn't a very good Friday. But some, they actually smashed it because they were going with US30. You see, they were going with US30. So, but besides that, it's normal, guys. Sometimes losing is quite normal. And there's other month or other weeks where things don't actually go in your favor. You see, and it's sad because you can see what will happen with other pair that you did not even take. And sometimes later on you see, oh, if I took that. So don't go back and say, next time I'm going to take US30. No, it doesn't really work like that. Just appreciate that, you know what, sometimes I'm going to miss some very good opportunities along the way. And that's how we grow. So on NASDAQ, we can easily see that, yes, the market is actually on a very nice bullish momentum. And obviously, for the market to push up, it's not surprising because we are on an uptrend, which means we have enough buyers. We have enough bullish momentum. So where we are now, actually, we saw the market pushing to this point. Actually, let me just throw another area. The market was around this point, actually. And we had a very nice, let me just go on 1 hour. We're still going to check those economic news, guys. So after this area, we had a very nice, very nice pending order. We just bought. I think it's pending order or we bought. So the market was pushing very nice. You can see that I think we bought earlier somewhere. Let me see. Because it was in a very very nice profit, because it started from this area, halfway there, more than halfway there, we were in profit. Guess what? The market started pushing lower. Pushing lower. You can see around this area it was our stop loss. Then the market kept pushing lower again, and from this area it pushed up again. But we were not going to hold long like that because we did not actually know where the market was going to turn or where the market was going to get that bounce. Because with this structure, to me, even now it's like actually confusing for NASDAQ why it turned around that area, because we had something like this and it still made sense for us. But now when it bounces back here, I try to combine everything, but it doesn't really make sense. I see that there is some sort of a support area here, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to take a loss and move away from complaining, you see. But what we see here is this bullish move, I think, is still going to continue very nice. I think we're still going to see some serious push next week or something like that. I think we're going to see some 15,000 mark there, and we're still going to punch it. Just because we lost this week doesn't mean we're going to lose every day. Don't be afraid to say you're lost. There's nothing wrong with that, you see. So I'm expecting maybe the market to keep pushing up like that. Yes, we might have some sort of reversal, but I don't think it's going to be that crazy, unless if maybe we have any clue about interest rates or FOMC. If they say they're going to increase, then it's going to be something very, very bad. So on NASDAQ, I'm still actually bullish. I'm just expecting NASDAQ to keep pushing up. Yes, along the way we're going to have some sort of reversal, but I think the best thing that we can do is going to be actually on our update tomorrow and see if maybe there is something that is changing. So let's check the economic news together and see what's really happening. So we can see, let me just try to zoom a little bit so that you can see very nice. So from Monday we have PMI, which doesn't really move that much. On Tuesday we have cash rate or interest rate for Australia, which is very good. I think this week is actually for Australia. We have to trade this one. We have Canada. Whoa, they're not expecting to increase the rates. That's good. So we have to trade actually Canada around 4 o'clock. I see the rates, actually interest rates for Canada, they move very, very, very nice. So I think we have to trade this ones. On unemployment claims, we also have to check this one out and see if maybe there is something that is going to happen. But we just have to wait for this to give us a number. Mostly it will affect US30 and NASDAQ. On Friday, we see employment change for Canada. So I think this week we will be focusing on Canada. Yes, we have to focus on also currency pairs. So the other week, let's see the second week. So the second week we see CPI. Very, very, very important. We have to check this one. I think from next week the market will be playing games because we will be focusing on CPI on Tuesday. On Wednesday we have FOMC of federal rates, funds rates, or let's say interest rates. I think everything is going to be, that week is going to be way, way too important for us. I can see retail sales, I can see everything. So yeah, I think the second week from 11, the second week actually, or the third week, but there's the second week actually. So we're going to have enough economic news, which we're going to trade them here on our live session. We're going to go on our live session and see what we can get. It's just learning, guys. We just learn. And if you like this type of content, if you don't really want to miss this type of content, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Your subscription actually make changes to this growing channel, because it gives me, actually it motivates me, because I can see that there are people who appreciate whatever that I do. So thank you very much. This is Kenzo. Don't forget that you can still join our our VIP signals for $50 coming from $250, so which means we're saving $200. So thank you very much. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. See you tomorrow. Bye.